So you submitted your story, and why don't you tell us about the raw deal?
Well, in January 15th, 2008, I was on the off-ramp of I-4 getting off onto 50, and I was actually going to be going straight onto Huey.
Okay.
And I was there's 3 lanes on that off-ramp. There's a lane to turn left, but you can also go straight. Then there's the lane that just goes straight, and then there's the lane that goes right onto 50.
Okay.
I was about 2 or 3 cars up from the light. There was a red light. All of a sudden you heard sirens. Then I got hit, the light changed to green, the car started to go.
So you heard, you were at an intersection, or you were...
I was on an off-ramp.
You were an off-ramp, then you heard sirens from behind?
You really can't tell where they're coming
they were
from
just
when
loud.
you, yeah.
And then you got hit by the sirens?
No.
Okay.
The light changed to green, and as I started to take my foot off the brake to go to the gas pedal,
right,
I get hit from behind, and I see the guy shove right alongside of me and get in front of me. Then I see all the cops come and cut him off, and they jump out of their cars, and they're pulling their guns.
Wait a minute, it was a high-speed chase or a
Yes.
chase of some sort?
It was a high-speed chase. They were chasing a murder suspect.
Wow, and you got caught right in the middle of all this by getting hit?
Yes.
Okay, tell me more.
As I'm a little in shock because I've never been in a car accident like this before.
Were you hurt?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was going through your mind when you saw these cops coming out with, they had their guns drawn?
They had the guns drawn.
Wow.
The suspect got out of his car and started coming towards me, which I'm the first person in line for him to come to. And all I could think about was, do I let go of the brake and hit this guy or stay still? My car's locked, so I'm okay. And then the next thing I know, I'm getting hit again from the undercover cop.
Okay, so, but wait a minute. Let's go back to the suspect.
Uh-huh.
He's running towards your car? He's climbing on your car?
He's gotten out of his car and he starts running towards my car. As he's running towards my car, the police get him down on the ground, and I mean literally right in front of my car.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's bad luck. He comes and hits you out of all people.
He hits me and ends up at my right front tire. That's where he plowed into.
Okay.
And so I've been hit twice.
Oh.
I've got my foot on a brake. Finally, a cop comes over and says, "Ma'am, if you put your car in park, you can turn the car off because you're going to be up here for a little while." And that's when I asked, what did this guy do? And they told me he was a murder suspect.
Okay.
Once they kept us up there for quite a while on the off-ramp, and then they finally let us get off of the off-ramp and pull into the hotel parking lot right there at the corner of Huey and 50.
So now it's just you and the cops?
Yep, me and
people,
quite a few cops. Channel 2, Channel 9,
oh, wow,
Channel 13 is there.
Okay.
I said to the police officer, do I need to call my insurance company? He says, oh, no, 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 no. We'll take care of everything.
Okay.
Well, went that route, got no place.
What do you mean?
They don't take care of anything when it's a murder suspect because in the Florida law states that if they're chasing a murder suspect or an armed robber, they don't have to pay for anybody's damages.
That's a legitimate law?
That's a legitimate law.
And you verified that? Have you
My lawyers have verified it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wow. So you're just out of luck? Is that how this...
I have uninsured motorists, which
yeah,
I always thought, you know, that's a good thing to have because if somebody's not carrying insurance, you get hit, you're going to be covered. I'm wrong.
So why hasn't the insurance company taken care of this?
Because they feel the state of Florida, the police department should take care of it, even knowing the first car that hit me was the murder suspect who didn't have insurance.
Okay.
They feel the police should pay to take care of it. My lawyers have told them, can't take care of it. It's a law in the state of Florida. If they're chasing an armed robber or a murder suspect, they don't have to pay for anybody's damages.
Who do you think should take care of this?
My insurance company, that's what I paid them for all this time.
So, what have you done to try to rectify this situation?
Well, I've had to hire an attorney.
Okay.
I've gone to see a couple of different doctors. I have herniated discs in my back.
So you were injured in this accident
Yes.
as well?
Yes. And I've had to go and have an MRI. The insurance company, it's almost 2 years now, and the insurance company is just coming around to saying, okay, we want you to go see our doctor now. So now I have an appointment to go see their doctor January 26th. Even knowing they've seen all of my medical reports.
That's 2 years later, and you're still hurting.
I still have a lot of pain. I have pain just sitting here right now. It's pulling, because all of the discs are in my lower back. You can actually feel one of the discs popped right now. I can't sit for long lengths of period. I can't stand for long lengths of period. I go to bend, and it doesn't even have to be something big. It could be I'm picking up a dollar bill that dropped on the floor, but I bent wrong, so therefore it pops, therefore I have pain. The only way to correct it is to go and have surgery. Well, my insurance company doesn't want to pay for anything. They offered me $1,800 for a surgery that I need to have that's going to cost me $100,000, and I have no health insurance.
This is the same insurance company that we're talking about? That you're wanting them to pay for your medical bills and all that stuff. It's the same for the auto and all that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't in very good hands.
I guess not.
You know, I've had the same insurance company for 3 or 4 years, and then I finally said to my attorney, do I have to keep these people? And he said, God, no, you don't have to keep them. So I go to change insurance companies in the middle of my policy, and this is what kills me. They turn around and send me to a collection agency because they said, well, we gave you a discount because you had been with us so long. We want another $133 because that's what we gave you as a discount off of your policy.
What are your lawyers saying?
I go for my first deposition this month, October 20th. And then we go for mediation. I believe mediation is December 20th. And then I go to their doctors January 26th.
So this is still going to be a while.
This is 2 years later.
2 years.
They haven't paid to fix my car. I have mechanical problems, which the car is becoming worse and worse. I can't get the car.
You're still driving around a wrecked car?
Yeah.
So have you ever heard of another case like this before? You know, in your dealings with this, have you heard of anybody else having these same issues? You know, after talking with your lawyer? Or
my lawyer
people
tells me
about
that my insurance company is the worst insurance company out there for
Really?
this stuff. Yeah. They fight tooth and nail not to pay out their claims.
Wow, this cannot be the first time that this has happened to somebody, or something similar.
No, I'm sure it isn't
know.
the first time that this happened to somebody.
Right.
No,
These
I think
insurance
it's,
companies are very
quite
powerful.
frankly, I think it's a breach of contract, and I should be able to sue them for a breach of contract. They're suing me saying, well, we gave you a discount, so we want our discount money back. How about if I sue them not only for my injuries and everything that you would normally sue for, but how about if I sue them for breach of contract?
Has this affected your credit? You mentioned that, you know, they send you a letter saying you're in debt to them.
It's going to affect my credit because they sent me to a collection agency, which my attorney is getting in touch with them.
Oh.
And my attorney's going to be handling this situation of the $133 extra they want. When they haven't paid for my car damage, which gets worse every year, because I can't have the car aligned and there's problems underneath. There's underneath carriage damage.
It's useless. Right. Wow, Beth, we want to thank you for telling your story. We truly hope that you get well and your car gets fixed. Maybe you'll win that $1,000. Thanks for telling your story.
Thanks, Mike. It was nice meeting you.